Okay, it's recording, and I'm gonna put new layer, UPC code. Plus, and again, this is an option. Record label name. All right, that's the option. You don't have to, but you do have to do a UPC code. All right, so you're gonna like this. You'll see. Unlock everything else. All right, and over here on the side, we're on UPC code plus record label name. We're gonna get the rectangle tool. We're gonna fill it with white. No stroke. All right. Everybody there? All right. On CDs, they're usually very small UPCs. There are different sizes as far as height and width, but they do vary on different products, right? For example, you're going to have way more room on the Stormtrooper box that we tried to put together last time, remember? And you guys can see that later. If you look back here real quick, look how big that UPC is. That's like, man, almost 2 inches wide, right? So we're not doing that, right? And if you ever looked at, like, say, Destiny, she gave me some gum earlier. If you look at the little package, it's probably very tiny, right? It's very small. Sometimes there's no box. But on stuff like this, we want a box. So, rectangle tool, white fill. Click once over here in the gray. In decimals, it's 1.25. Hopefully your document is in inches. That's inches. So that's 1 1/4 inches, right? 1/4 is the fraction. Who loves fractions? All right, good for you. Tab. 0.56. That is actually 9/16 of an inch in fractions. Who loves that? Who loves that? Come on, somebody's got to love fractions. Counting all those little lines on our English system rulers. Come on. All right. Everybody got that? 1.25 by 0.56. Everyone should be like this. White fill only. All right, there it is. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, you're going to lock it. Command what to lock an item, not a layer. Command what to tape this down. Command 2. Command 2. All right. On screen, it's going to look a little bit longer than what you have on yours, right? It's a little bit stubbier. Command 2. Everybody locked it? Yours probably looks a little bit more like this, right? All right. Command 2. All right. You ready? All right. So I locked it. You're going to get your rectangle tool again, and you're going to fill it with black. Yeah? Fill only with black now. You have to have locked your little white box. You ready? Yeah? Step 2. Draw yourself. No stroke. Very important. Draw yourself with something like that. A nice long bar. Like that. Yes? Everybody there? Let me do that again. Tape down your white box. Command 2. Rectangle tool again. Same tool. Rectangle tool. Black fill only. No stroke. It shouldn't. If that happened to you, unlock your white box. This should be the same layer, right? And shift command bracket left. That should send it to the back. Or go to object, option command 2. Option command 2 is unlock. Okay? Arrange, send to back. Not send backwards, send to back. All right? That should do it. And then command 2 to lock it again. If it still keeps happening, then you might have to bring your little bar forward. Okay? Did it work? Draw your bar. Command 2 is lock your white. No. Do you have your white box? Did you lock it? Oh, you haven't sent it to the back? Oh, okay. Select it and go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back, or Shift Command bracket left. All right, you got it? Send to back. All right, now relock it, Command 2. Everybody should be here. Black fill. Get the rectangle tool, and somewhere about here, draw a nice long bar like that. Is everybody there? Yes? All right. We've done this. Now you grab that black bar, you click on it, you drag it over with your option, and as soon as you see that you're making a copy, right? You could also hold down your shift so it keeps parallel. As soon as you see the copy, let go. Command D. Yes. Yes. All right. Somewhere around there. We should have all these little bars. Looks like a jail cell or something. All right, let's do this again. Guys, we did patterns already. Here's your bar. Click it. Drag it to the side. Hold down Option. As soon as you see the copy, right? Hold down Shift. That'll keep it in line. And just right there, a little tiny gap in between them. Yes? Let go of the mouse. Then let go of the keys. If you don't do it that way, you never made your copy. Hold down Command with your index finger of your left. Hit D repeatedly with the index finger of your right to make a pattern of little bars. Yes? Looks like a vent grill and an air conditioner at your house. All right. If you're still struggling, I'll show you right now. Okay. Now we're gonna fake the thicknesses of these bars by just selecting them and using the arrow to make some thick, some thin, some make them super thin. You might have to zoom in. To get it to look thinner, you have to zoom in. All right. And you're just making a variation. They can't all look the same because then it doesn't look like a real UPC code. All right, like that. Look at that real thin one. Look at that. Just random. I'm just doing this random. Look at that. All right. We might have too many bars. If you want to get rid of some of them, get rid of some of them. Everybody there? All right. Look at a real thin one right there. I like to leave the two on the end thick like that. And I just created kind of like the bars. All right. Cool. All right. Here's the next step. Now, typically we have numbers in there, in here, but the real way of faking this is you get your direct select arrow. Everybody looking up there? And you click and hold. This is our direct or white arrow. And select only all the little bars in between the two outer bars. Just like that at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see. So I've only selected down here. Let me do that again. Direct select arrow or white. Click and drag carefully over only the bottom parts of all these bars. And then use your arrow keys to create an indent or a little area. Like so. Something like that. Yeah. Cool. So now we have a little gap. And for example, you can make a fake line of numbers. Now, typically, they'll have one over here. You don't have to go that far doing that. If you want to look at a barcode, you can do that. But I'm going to create not touching it, a text box. Click and drag with your text tool, right? And I start numbers, whatever. Or check this out. Everybody listen to this. If you're making this for someone, say you have an anniversary of when you met or something like that, or it's for your mom maybe it's their birthday, right? So you can do cool stuff like this, like say 2023 space, what's the day, the 19th? Space what's that? Did you click and drag? That means your font might be too big. So check Command T. If your font is way too big, you got to make your font really small for it to fit. Okay, did you use a regular type tool and click and drag like this? All right. Then you got to make sure that your font is a decent size.
What font should it be?
It doesn't matter. I'm just using the default Myriad Pro. You don't want anything unreadable. Right? All right. So I'll go help you right now. So you could do something like that. You could have put zeros in front, right? Like this, 000, right? And then even here, where you see there's a little gap, and if you ever really look at some of these UPC codes, sometimes some of these, for whatever reason, they come down a little bit like that, right? So I just make it fit, right? And you can make it mean something or it doesn't, all right? Cool. And I'll go help anybody who needs help. I'm going to unlock my white box, Option Command 2, select everything, right? Command G, group. It acts as one. And I just put it here. Oops, don't stretch it. And I just put it. What? Option Command 2. Let me do that again. And then you put it somewhere, right? Right about here. That's probably good. Cool. Again, it could be something important to you. It could be an anniversary date. It could be a birth date. It could be today's date, whatever you want. Cool. And then this is optional. This is the bonus, right? If you've ever had an idea for a record label, or you just do want to do something funny that is related to the person you're giving this to, right? You could do something like I always had this is a name for a band, even though people don't use coupons anymore. Anybody know what coupons were?
Yeah.
All right. So the name for my fictitious band was going to be Of Equal or Lesser Value. Right? We always had like coupons that would say that. And then, everybody watching, Of Equal or Lesser Value Records. Right? You guys ready? Little copyright. How do I do a copyright? What do you guys think? Option G.
Oh no, that's for cents.
Option G. And if you do option R, it's a registered trademark.
Which one is cents?
I'm trying to remember which one's TM. Yeah. So option G is copyright. Option R is that. I don't remember what TM is. And I don't know if you guys know that if you do option and type all these letters, you'll get different things. It's one of these. Anybody speak German?
9.
If you want those umlauts, you know how in German and Swedish they have the U's with the 2 dots, you can do that. Anyway, option G, 2023. Right? Now this one, if I wanted to, could I find a better font? Sure, a little bit bolder. Or all caps. It's gonna be very small. The Distant Galaxy font. It's gonna be very tiny. Or I can just center it. Use my Command T. Again, that's a bonus if you want to do something like that funny, right? Or you do have a name of a band and you want to put that on there. I know it's kind of fake, right? But it's just a little added bonus. Especially if the other person knows about this, or it's an inside joke, right? An inside joke or an inside saying, right? Cool. And then you could do that. This one I'm gonna make it white because it's on a black background. Cool. And there it is. Cool. All right. Just real. This is a fake one. Cool. Everybody got it? I'll come around and help people. Cool. Let me stop this.